You've talked several times about the importance of being connected with, I don't know what words you use, but I'm going to say like a higher source or something that you believe in. And I get the impression that for you and for the Huna philosophy, it might not matter really what it is that you put your faith in, but you put your faith in something other or inner or whatever. Can you speak more about that?
We use a convenient way of looking at the world. First of all, there's a given in the assumption that we have. The world is what you think it is. And in this philosophy, especially in the Kapua tradition of it, we have a given. There is a God, and that God is infinite. And that God is intimate. If it's infinite, it has to be. Then that's what we call the source of everything. Individually, we say that our direct connection with that, we can call it our higher self. Higher self is an English translation that's inadequate. Higher has a positive connotation in Western people. And so, but they also often think of that as up there someplace. Okay? In the more Hawaiian style, while there is a connection to the power of the universe through the crown of the head, the real center and source is in the navel, symbolically. Okay? But those are just cultural differences. The idea is that we assume there's a source of the universe, a source of creation existence, and that we are all connected to that. We're all more or less aware of that connection. What we teach is, first of all, we assume this because it's practical and useful. Because if you assume that there is a source and you assume you're connected and you can find a way to consciously connect with that, use your mind, your body, your feelings to create a connection, you get a tremendous resource of energy, inspiration, effectiveness. It works. Right? And this philosophy, this is why we set up anything and do anything, because it works. So, and if it works, we have this other idea, if it works, it's true. Okay? So we take for granted that this is true and we operate this way. The more you can then find some way, and there's so many different cultural ways of doing this, but the more you can find some way that works for you to connect to this source, the more confident you are, the higher your self-esteem, the more automatically loving you become, because you're acting less and less out of fear. And love is one of the most effective things there is as far as operating in life. And so it's a very, very powerful way to live. It's a very, very powerful resource. The closer your connection to that idea, to that source, the easier it is to heal and change your life and help other people. The less connected you are, the more you have to use different kinds of techniques to get the same effect. Nothing wrong with that, but it's more work. So there's some ideas about it.